Hey, howdy. This video is a really good example of lumpy jaw and also of the Easy Bossy. So Easy Bossy, again, my friend Don Finlay designed these and distributes them around the US, Australia, Canada. He's a Canadian fellow working here in Australia. And yeah, in this particular instance, we got a bull and he's got a Actinomyces bovis infection, so actinomycosis, which is it's like a granulomatous infection in the, it generally starts in the tooth roots and probably starts as like a grass seed or something that's abraded that gum. Actinomyces is kind of just what you call like commensal flora. It's always there, but when it gets into the bone, it causes this granulomatous reaction. It's like these little trabeculae. And so these little micro abscesses surrounded by bone as the animal tries to heal itself. And it's like a honeycomb, and it's really hard for antibiotics to get into it. So the treatment is sodium iodide, and then just a broad spectrum antibiotic, which we normally use oxytetracycline. So in this case here, we use the Easy Bossy to give a good physical exam on the bull. You can tell an abscess on the face that can easily be lanced from lumpy jaw, which you don't want to open up a lumpy jaw because it's just going to make it really hard to deal with unless you're going to go in there and chip away at it, like with a chisel, which is like not cold chisel, but with a chisel, like a sharp-edged instrument. Try to debulk it, which sometimes you might do on an exceptionally valuable animal. But yeah, it's put an animal through a lot to try to get it resolved. The key really is to see if we can just stop its growth. So we don't want to open that skin because it might not close again. And so we give them sodium iodide, which seems to break up those little trabeculae a bit, and then also the broad spectrum antibiotic. Now the sodium iodide goes in IV, and so normally I put a halter on an animal when I'm gonna give either take blood or give blood IV. But I thought, hey, let's see how the Easy Bossy goes. So we used the Easy Bossy and was able to get in on a big old bull, and bulls don't like you being near their head. So if you watch this video, you'll see that happen. We examine it, confirm that it is lumpy jaw and that it's not mobile, versus a soft tissue abscess would be mobile, and would feel different. And then we give them some sodium iodide IV, and then we give them some oxytetracycline intramuscular. And if you watch me draw up the oxytet, you'll see that I don't have a needle on the syringe. That's one of my handy little tricks for all you guys out there that treat a lot of animals. Is a lot of those thicker antibiotics, it's a lot easier to withdraw them out of a bottle of medicine if you take a clean needle when you first open the bottle and stab it about 3 or 4 times up the guts of the stopper, and you can put the syringe straight into that plastic stopper and pull up the antibiotic, put the needle back on and use it. And if you got a number of animals in a row that you're treating, you can just pull the needle off. You'll see the needles in my hand in that video. You pull up the antibiotic, put the needle on, treat it, and you can treat the next animal and the next animal, and you're not then sticking that dirty needle back in that bottle, which would contaminate the bottle and eventually result in it either causing infections or losing efficacy. So anyway, there's lots of handy little tricks in this one, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Give it a watch. All right, love you guts. Bye.
G'day, gorgeous.
G'day, gorgeous.
You're supposed to say something there too, sister.
Thank you for actually thinking of it.
Hello, man. It's the Easy Bossy.
That's a bit rough.
Generally, if they don't move, it's lumpy jaw. This is not mobile. It's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. It's not really bothering him. Probably would have started as a grass seed up along his tooth.
There's not a record of that film that we had, because I remember we had one.
I'll give him sodium iodide and oxytet, and then he should be fine to work. And then we'll just keep an eye on it. If it gets bigger and bigger and starts bothering him, then probably he'll head off to the happy hunting ground before it gets bad.
So that could be the end of you.
Yeah, sometimes it works, but the problem is if you open that up, it's like honeycomb, and so there's all these little micro abscesses in there. It's really hard to get antibiotic into it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it goes quite a ways back in. It's like all the way through here. So it's the bone trying to heal itself.
yeah, okay.
Is there any issues with that? Send it to a vet?
As long as that's not, the skin isn't broken. Once the skin's broken, you can't send it. Well, if you were going to send him now, it would be fine. You wouldn't need anything. But if we're going to work him through the season, and it probably will progress a little bit, because they're very slow growing, then he can just go at the end of the season. If you keep him longer and it ends up starting to weaken, we have to do something. Then the real cue is like if it's a straight abscess, it'd just be one lump. But see how it's like multi-lobulated?
Yeah.
and also it's adhered to his facial. So it would have been something that came up next to his tooth. They're often down here in the bottom jaw and stuff. That's why they call it lumpy jaw, because it's normally down here.
So you just got to keep it on and make sure it's how it's progressing along.
Yeah. Yep. And if he was an older bull, you'd just say, all right, we'll send you to Happy Hunting Ground and get another one. Yeah, just sodium iodide IV and some oxytetracycline. And that might arrest it and keep it to where it doesn't progress.
Yeah.
We'll give it a try. See if I got sodium iodide. There's no metal halter. I've left it somewhere. We're gonna see how we go. Kind of pull his head that way, bro. Actually, I'll swap sides if I can. How you going, big fella?
We've got a nose ring there if you want.
Really good test of the Easy Boss. That's what I'll tell the doctors in the hospital when they remove this syringe from my forehead. Antibiotics and then that was sweet. I'll tell you. What do you reckon?
I think that thing that you put in their mouth to chill them out is awesome.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
Easy
so
Bossy. It's like really low tech solution.
Yeah.
It's a distraction device, so when it's in there, they think about other stuff
Yeah. Yeah.
because they don't really like you being around their head. So
He
if
was
you can
super
distract
chill.
them, they won't die. Yeah, it's like a pacifier.
Babies.
We use beer bottles.
Yeah. That works.